Day 26 Beyond the Rim Africa. From the dusty streets of South Sudan to the bright lights of the NBA draft, Kaman Maliwach's journey is not just a basketball story, it is a human story. One of resilience, one of identity, one of a young man who refused to be defined by the instability around him. Kaman was born in 2006 in South Sudan, a nation that was itself newly born, torn by conflict, yet full of hope. At a young age, his family moved to Uganda where life wasn't always easy, but it was where he discovered something life-changing: basketball. He didn't start playing the game until he was around 12 years old, but what he lacked in early experience, he made up for in hunger, focus, and raw talent. His frame, tall, lean, and quick, was a canvas, and his coaches immediately saw something special. His rise was fast. By 14, he had joined Basketball Without Borders, quickly becoming one of the top African prospects. And then came the opportunity that would change everything: the NBA Academy, Africa, in Senegal. In that environment, Kaman's game soared. He didn't just become a star, he became a symbol. He has proudly represented both South Sudan and Uganda, eventually making waves in the Basketball Africa League, playing against grown men as a teenager and never backing down. His talent carried him to the global stage. He played in FIBA youth events, shined in Olympics qualifiers, and even helped lead South Sudan to the first ever Olympic basketball appearance, becoming one of the youngest players in history to do so. Every dunk, every block, every celebration wasn't just for him. It was for nations that had long been underrepresented on basketball's biggest platforms. But even his path to the United States was not easy. When President Donald Trump threatened to remove protections for African students, Kaman's future in the United States was at risk. Visas, paperwork, and uncertainty followed him even while he was being recruited by the NBA. Still, he kept pushing. After Duke University, one of the most prestigious programs in college basketball, where he showcases elite rim protection, agility, and rapidly growing offensive game. And then came draft night 2025. With the 10th overall pick, the NBA called his name and the world stood still, because this wasn't just about a 7'2" shot blocking phenom. This was about a refugee, a survivor, a leader. This was about Kaman Maliwach, the pride of South Sudan, the hope of Uganda, and the embodiment of what happens when opportunity meets perseverance. Today, he steps into the league not just as a top 10 pick, but as a global ambassador, as one of the youngest African-born players ever drafted, and as a symbol to every child growing up in conflict zones or refugee camps that dreams are not limited by borders. Kaman Maliwach isn't just here to play. He is here to rewrite history again and again and again.